for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And it's fouled away. Dawson, the runner at third with no outs. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first, not in time as the run was across to score.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Digging in, Billy Williams. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there. Now the throw. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
The 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Newcomb is known to have exceptional stuff. His strikeout numbers are eye-popping, but at times he does get himself in hot water with the base on balls.
Matty V, the stuff has never been a question with this guy. It's been about containing the stuff and having command of the strike zone. He has
cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. From the stretch. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. The 1-0. Fly ball into straightaway left. Acuña's there for it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. So bases are empty here with two gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Hard hit at third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off speed pitch next. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Bryant at second with 2 down. Runner goes for third. That's a strike to throw down. And he is in there. Now the 1-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Camargo brings it in. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, guys, this is a dangerous team right now. Game 1 of a new series coming off a sweep. Everybody's feeling good, swinging the bats red hot. This should be interesting.
Nick Markakis stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Fouled off. Here's another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's collected 11 hits in 46 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
And he fouls this one off. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Ready now, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High in the air and deep to left center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The pitcher, number 35.
So here now is the pitcher, Cole Hamels, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. Throwing to second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back. And he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box, Andre Dawson. Hit hard down the right field line. But that's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Inciarte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Now in the box, Javier Baez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Hamels rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and they lead now by 4.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Baez on third with 2 out. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So digging in now, Billy Williams. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch inside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, that definitely caught me off guard there. That wasn't exactly the typical steal situation with 2 outs and a runner on second. I can't say I agree with the strategy, but at the same time, now he can score a lot of different ways.
Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He went deep in the contest last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fouled away. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So we got him looking there. Josh Donaldson is retired leading off the bottom of the second. And a ball 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And it's behind the runner to first. The 1-0 pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Williams moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next to bat for Atlanta, Johan Camargo. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Runner breaks for third. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more is looked at off the plate for a ball. Acuna stands at second with 2 gone. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Straight 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They can't.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Anthony.
Hit to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Markakis at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Into the box now, Albert Almora. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it's gone as they add still another.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Here comes the 1-0. 1-1 the count.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue. At least one more batter.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll leave things up to Cole Hamels, the pitcher. In there, now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Runner's on his way to third. That's a strike. The throw down is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Pretty unusual decision to strike third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there, and the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
Ready on 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Batting ninth.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Jesse Biddle. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Hamels into the windup. First pitch on the way. Fouled away. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Inciarte sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He can put a lot of balls in contact. He doesn't get himself into too many count leverage situations.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, the versatile weapon, Javier Baez. First pitch on its way. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Into the box now. Rogers Hornsby pitches a called strike. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Baez, the runner at second with 1 away. And now the runner's trying for third. Strike taken. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Markakis coming on. He makes the catch, but here comes the runner from third. And he is under the tag of Flowers, safe at the plate.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Billy Williams. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left.
Leading up for the Braves,
Popped him
the
up.
right fielder,
Rizzo in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away.
the first baseman, number 5.
Here comes the first pitch.
Freeman.
A high fastball is in there. Freeman, a 6'5" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
The 1-2. Popped up. Rizzo has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just inside.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Donaldson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Braves strand 1. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Rizzo.
First pitch on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Rizzo will head for second, and now it'll rattle up against the wall, and he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Now,
well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a two-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
The 1-0 home. Hard hit ball to second. Albies scoops it up. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Albert Almora. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Well, you don't see that every day, Matt. A home run on a fastball that is away and off the plate that he went out and hooked it. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking to myself, I've got to make this guy a little bit more uncomfortable, not let him get those arms extended. I'd have to think about pitching this guy inside in this at-bat. Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Now the 0-1. Pitch inside the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Here's the 1-1. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Make it 9-0. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings. And in case you're wondering how often a team scores at least 1 run every inning, our crack stat tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League, most recently. And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Contreras leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Runner breaks for third. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Andre Dawson. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone up into the second deck. A 2-run job by Andre Dawson. 4th home run here in the early going as this lead got even wider.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Welcome back to SunTrust Park just outside of Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And that'll get down for a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now batting, the shortstop.
First offering on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. And it's fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now batting.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Flowers, 33 years old. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Tyler Flowers becomes out number 2 this inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail in this one 11-0. Arodys Vizcaíno gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. So he's head first into third as he laid it all on the line on that one.
Yeah, he took a pretty big risk going for the triple, Matt, but you gotta love the aggressiveness and the willingness to get dirty and beat the throw to third. Man, that was a fun play to watch.
Stepping in now, Billy Williams as he rips it on the ground to second. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, talk about striking on back-to-back pitches, D'Aro. A triple then followed by a single. Big inning lurking here.
Yeah, Dan, I think that's a game plan today against this guy right now. Being aggressive in the zone. If he's going to attack, then they're going to pull the trigger.
Pitch is high. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Runner's on his way to third. In there, now the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Williams at third with nobody out. Here's a pop-up now. Albies is there, 1 away. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Comes set and the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Runner! 0-1 count and the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
He's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. 1 out and a runner on second base. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. The 1-2. And there's a base hit on the line. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And now the Cubs pitcher, Paul Hamels. Fourth plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Set to deliver the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Acuna is in pursuit, and they can't run it down. Here it comes on 0-2. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And he makes a great diving stop for the out. Ready to take his hacks again, Andre Dawson, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken to throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 0-1. And the runner's breaking for third. In there. Now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul.
Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Line drive base hit. Oh, and he misses it. In to score, the runner from third. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Standing in now, Rogers Hornsby. That's a strike. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Baez at third with 2 away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Camargo picks it up cleanly. Oh, not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Now the 0-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Man, this thing's blown open right here as they've exploded for 8 runs in this inning alone. Everyone knows that offense is contagious. That much is pretty obvious in this one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike taken to throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Swing, and he pops him up. Freeman ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Here's Ender Inciarte. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Johnny Venters comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Markakis to the track. He jumps and brings it in. 2 away after a great play.
The pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Paul Hamels. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Hard on the ground toward short. Camargo's got it. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. Stepping in, Josh Donaldson. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1. And that misses 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ronald Acuna becomes out number 2 this inning. Ozzie Albies is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Albies with a 1-1 count now. A ball and 2 strikes.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that. So stepping in, Andre Dawson. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
The batter, number 9.
Fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the lead.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. Back up the middle. Oh, what a stop to first in time.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Rogers Hornsby. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard liner to center field. Another base hit. How about the game he's putting together? Now 4 for 4 in this one.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box now, Philly Williams. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Hornsby, a runner at second with one away. Runner breaks for third. That's a strike. The throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. The 1-1 pitch is taken below the zone for a ball. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The first baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 1-0 delivery. Runner goes for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. One and one. Here it comes. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. The throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Shane Carl enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. The next Cub up, Albert Almora. He homered back in the third inning in this one. First pitch on its way. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Here's the 0-1. Runner's on his way to third. Strike taken. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he can't track it down as this ball falls.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In there, now the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. 0-1 count and the pitch. That's a strike. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. One out and a runner on third. Popped him up. Flowers is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Cole Hamels.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cole Hamels. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he's struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning. Dansby Swanson will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In there for strike 1. The bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. Swanson, a 25-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. In order go the Braves. And they remain well behind. Aaron O'Day comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to short. And that is into left field. So the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. So striding in, Rogers Hornsby, and he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. Baez breaks from first. Pitch inside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. The 1-0. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside, the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Billy Williams. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Comes set with the 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Pitch inside, the throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. Now the 1-0. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Williams, the runner at third with no outs. He pulls this one into right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he runs that one high and tight for ball one.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
The 1-1 home. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A.J. Minter enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 33, A.J. Minter.
In now, Albert Almora. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Now a snap throw to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Into the box, Wilson Contreras, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
First offering on its way. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 10, Andre.
Stepping up now, Andre Dawson. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really.
And the second run will score as well.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5, so he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Dawson at second with 2 down. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. The 1-1 home. This is line to left. Acuna there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. All told. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Dawson's there. Makes the play. 1 away. Into the box, Nick Markakis. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Freeman. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Braves. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
These are the great matchups that happen.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
Tons of runs in this one. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early